What's going on, everybody? It's David from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers when you react to. So click the link. Now, with that being said, you're here today to have another great discussion with my homie, Senor Del Boy
How you
from
doing,
Movie
everyone?
Mash. Yeah, you
I'm
are starting
Hellboy from
excited.
Movie Mash Reviews, or just Movie Mash. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to put a link again in the bottom because he's such a nice guy. And check out my news, my reviews, and all kinds of good stuff. As I say, we do the same similar things. We just have different takes, mostly
Most.
different takes.
Yeah,
Most of the
so
time, we never agree.
I know you
Okay.
guys are getting sick and tired of this, man, but I can't have a debate or discussion
Listen,
with
he can't
myself.
have a video without me because I'm just too good looking, and all he gets subscribers with it. You know what I mean? What can I say?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna have a very good, interesting discussion. I want to have this discussion. I want to talk about this. Do we feel like the quality of TV shows out there, with shows like Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, and like how Game of Thrones is being loved, and Sopranos, and all of these different shows, is the quality of TV shows surpassing that of film? I think this is a really good question and a really good discussion to have. And I let you start off, so I'm gonna start it off this time. Last time I let you start off last time, so I'm gonna start it off this time.
Okay.
Me personally, I'm starting to think that the writing for TV shows has become a lot better. Now, I don't know if it's because writers are having more time to kind of like expand on the topics and subject matter of the TV shows, and they have more time to work on it. But we've also seen movies also take longer run times as well. So I don't want to use that as a crutch, but I really do feel like what they're coming up with for TV shows, at least in America, like North America, like the Western, like cinematic world, I really feel like the TV shows is really starting to shit on the movies now. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Wouldn't go as far as say is they're shitting on them,
Oh,
but
they shitting on them, boy.
I mean, I still feel like we're heading in the direction of the quality. All right, so Star Wars, the Obi-Wan, we'll say Obi-Wan, whether you liked it or not, we're talking about the quality production on that whole thing. The CGI was good, the acting was good. Whether you enjoyed it or not, it's just quality is cinematic.
Mhm.
That could have been cinema quality stuff, and that's including stuff with One Division as well, stuff like that. It's all top notch stuff.
Yeah,
You said Breaking Bad there, right? And Better Call Saul, which, by the way, we've just done an after show, so check them all out after you watch
check
each
them out.
individual episode. But you think about it, apart from just the quality of the acting, look at the cinematography.
Yeah,
The on that was on that TV show in general, right? Just that alone, that's movie type cinematography. That wasn't just placed there and just talk and just action. It was all done very artistically, and the quality and the budget of it all was just it's huge. And yeah, so I feel we are heading. I don't think we're completely there yet, but I feel like we are definitely on that track.
I will tell you this though. I think that in one clear cut department, it's almost like it's very clear to me. I think the writing in TV shows and the ideas that they're coming up with for TV shows are way more original than what we're getting in at least Western cinema.
Well, it's all remakes now, mostly anyway. So we'll
That's what
say
I'm talking about. Like the fact that you feel like the only time that people get so excited with A24 products, why? Because
I
they're
am now. I am now
no, exactly.
getting excited for that.
Because
Yeah,
they're original. You know, when you're watching the A24 movie, you're getting something original. That's the reason why everybody freaks out and nerds out when the A24 movie comes out, because they know they're getting something original. You know, and then even like Blumhouse used to get that too, but like now Blumhouse is starting to jump into the remake game. So
yes,
a lot of people aren't really like digging Blumhouse like they used to. But back when Blumhouse first started, they were praised because they were having original horror ideas, you know? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like, yes, there are some TV shows that expand on movies, right? So you have like the Bates Motel, you have like Hannibal, you have Clarice. There's many shows that expand on movies, and there's nothing wrong with that. but you cannot say like in the last 10 years, I mean, we've wrapped up some pretty fucking great shows that have like in as we're talking about like quality, just even in the writing and even in the character development and everything else. I felt like they've created more of a fucking following than some of these movies. Like, the only movies franchise that has that kind of following is like Marvel or
Yeah,
DC.
yeah, yeah.
Like outside of that, people aren't as excited to watch movies, or there's nothing to me, there's no movie that's been garnishing a lot of attention like these TV shows have. Like these TV shows,
Well, look what's coming up with House. Is it House of Dragons?
House of Dragon.
Yeah, right. Now you've not seen Game of Thrones, right?
No, but
But
I know that
the
Game of Thrones is a
Vikings,
big
the,
freaking deal.
this is like a Lord of the Rings expanded with lots of
Yeah.
nudity. Yeah, lots actually. But as I say, like, I think there's more people looking forward to seeing House of Dragons than probably whatever else is coming out this year in the cinema. Because so like, what else is coming out? Yeah, I think that's the big one. I mean, all right, I know you don't love it, but The Walking Dead, they took a genre and they put drama in it
Yeah.
and character based. And now people love the characters, and people are only going. In fact, me personally, who like it, I'm actually watching it because I'm actually enjoying the characters more than the zombies because that just gets boring.
The
So the
Walking Dead.
story, the writing, you don't get that much on movies because you ain't got time as well to put all that into an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But yeah, the production value on a lot of these, and look at Marvel. That seems what they're concentrating on these days. Like there's another one coming out now, Endor, another
Yeah.
Star Wars thingy-majig, expanding on the world of it. People are. I mean, nobody. There's no talks of. Is there a movie? And I heard there might be another Star Wars trilogy coming or some
But
shit.
check this out. I noticed that you said that. I noticed that you said you were talking about how movies don't have like kind of like the opportunity to expand as much as TV shows do, right?
As much,
But
yeah.
check this out though. I now I want to introduce you guys to this idea. Del Boy doesn't really like foreign movies. He doesn't like subtitles or whatever.
Okay.
And
I don't-
because of me, I've kind of like nudged him into the direction to actually watch some of these foreign movies, right? And I want you to give me. You can be honest, dude. Like I don't know what you're gonna say because you're very unpredictable. But the point is, after you've watched some of these Korean movies that I've recommended, have those storyline. Have you ever seen a storyline anything like that in like the known Western cinematography, like the whole Western cinema?
All right. So I do like the ones that I've watched that you've recommended. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one that I didn't so far, although it's only been a handful. But what it is that I have this kind of reading. It's not that I'm dyslexic or nothing like that. It's kind of like an ADHD type thing where I can't focus on reading a whole thing for too long. My brain drifts. For some reason, that's what it's supposed to be, some kind of ADHD where
No,
my brain.
it happens because even when I was learning how to like, it's because learning how to balance reading subtitles and watching a movie is very
No, it's even a book. So if I read a whole
oh,
page,
okay.
I would have lost. I would have. I wouldn't have absorbed the whole page, and I've had to read it again and again. When you text me big, I have to split it up because I'll just drift. But it's a weird thing. So watching the subtitle movie, real show movie, whatever, it. It's work, it's effort, it's a lot of effort for me. I have to pause, rewind, and if I'm enjoying it a lot, it's even harder, which I did, by the way. So, but as I said, like the Walling I watched the other day, which you recommended, really good.
The wailing,
Even
not the
Wailing,
walling, the
the
wailing.
Walling, the Wailing. Even though it was like nearly 3 hours long, um, I enjoyed all of it, and
But have
the
you
run
seen
time just bothered me.
anything like it?
Nope. I mean, at
All
first
the
I thought we were going to
movies
do
or
this
whatever I've
zombie type
recommended.
thing, outbreak type thing. I thought we were going there, but no, it just kind of went off. And then that ending, I was
Yeah,
like, this is just all kind of a mishmash
crazy.
of a few different things, but it's all put together really well. That all fits,
But
and it was
that's what I'm
quite
saying.
creepy.
Like when you watch Korean cinema, when you watch Spanish cinema, when you watch cinema from different regions, you get some fucking way different storylines, bro. Have you seen The Call on Netflix? It's a Korean movie.
No,
they have an English sub version, so you don't have to suffer through like the subtitles or whatever.
I can't
But
get out of it then.
no, yeah, there's an English dub version, so you don't have to listen to read subtitles. But just the ideas that they come up with are so freaking top notch and original. Like that's when I feel like the Western movie scene is lacking that, and that's why I've been like going different. I watch Korean movies, Japanese movies, Spanish movies. We watched an Italian movie. Like one of my favorite movies from 2018. It was from Italy and it was called Piranhas. You know, another movie was from Japan. It's called First Love and it's by Takashi Miike, the dude who did fucking Ichi the Killer. Like, you know, and Nightingale. Nightingale's a freaking amazing movie, even though I don't think it's done by like anybody foreign or anything, but it's set in Australia. These movies are really fucking good. Oh, and then also This Is Not Berlin, which is a Spanish movie set in Mexico that talks about the freaking the synth rock wave in Mexico, like you know, like Depeche Mode and stuff.
Okay.
And like you don't get that from Western cinema, and it like or at least American cinema, like you don't get it from that there, and it drives me crazy that we were lacking this originality, and the only time that we
Well, when
have
they do a really big
before.
movie and it does well, then the Americans jump in, or even the English, they jump in and remake it. So make it Americanized sort of thing. But
Yeah,
as I say,
like think
but
about like Train to Busan, right? You watch Train to Busan, and that was a very different zombie movie, right?
yeah, it's
Exactly.
hardcore.
And then
That
what is it? Instead of America creating a zombie movie on par with it, what do? They recreate it. It's going to be called Train to New York.
oh, is it? So it is happening then for sure.
It's happening for sure. It's called Train to New York or something like that.
I think there's a lot of things that um the Korean movie can get away with that the American version won't be able to get away with. Some of the humor
Like
and the
what?
way it is and
I
filmed
love the
and shit.
humor.
You know, like there's certain things it won't be able to get away with as such. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to knock it till I see it, but you never know. I mean, Dawn of the Dead was good. The Zack Snyder version,
Oh yeah,
the remake.
that was good.
But as I say, like back to these TV shows, like these have been spinning out now, like for quite a few years, and I think the public, and especially we've got Netflix and all these kind of streaming services now, the public really are getting engaged with these things. Like back years ago, we would get sitcoms like Friends and stuff like, which were funny and all that back in the day, but to have like a Game of Thrones type TV show was unheard of, and now
Yeah.
we have it, and now we have a prequel to it, like stuff like it's unheard of. I think there's even a spin-off of Walking Dead happening soon, and there's all kinds of things, and it we are definitely heading. I don't think it's going to get rid of movies as such.
Was Game of Thrones a book? I just
Yeah,
came.
it's the writer. I've forgotten his name,
Okay,
and
okay.
don't
So
shoot me
it's a
for
book.
getting. But he wrote the book. But the thing is, when he was writing the book, the show was getting made too quick. They were actually making up. He hadn't finished the book, and the last season
Yeah,
that was actually done by, is it HBO? I
yeah.
think HBO actually had to fill in the blanks because he hadn't finished the book of season 5 or whatever it was.
Okay, okay.
As I said, I don't know if he's writing the new one either. I don't know. I'm not an expert on him, but as I said, yeah, TV shows today, when there's a good one, it's fucking good. Like, all right, my favorite of all time, and even over Breaking Bad and Better
Better
Call
Call
Saul,
Saul.
is Sopranos. Now I know you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but now I love gangster movies. I love Goodfellas, The Godfather, which hasn't seen Goodfellas, hasn't seen Godfather. But anyway,
I think I've seen Goodfellas. I haven't seen Godfather.
but as I say, like I love that. This show, like James Gandolfini, wow. This show made you love a horrible, horrible person and feel sorry for him when he was sad and scared when he was mad. This show expanded and it went on. This show is to this day still my favorite. And I don't think any film out there could do what this done in the shorts unless they done a few sequels. And even then,
Because there
So
was a Sopranos movie, right?
no, they were going to, I heard, but he died. So he was put on. There, oh no, there's a new thing called The Saints of Newark, which is a
Yeah, isn't that
prequel.
based on the
Yeah,
Sopranos?
yeah, it's supposed to be like when he's a boy. It's not really based on him as such, but yeah, and it wasn't that good. But as I say, like you can't when they do a good TV show, they really hit home. And like we said, I keep saying Better Call Saul. Look at the production value on that, and the cinematography, and the care, and the writing. Yeah, it's all cinematic,
Exactly.
everything, everything. So yeah, we're at that place where I think I wouldn't say movies are still people love movies. It's a short kind of sit down, watch a movie for 2 hours, and sit, put your feet up and eat some popcorn. Like what you eating now? Yeah, but you
Oatmeal
got
crunch.
the TV shows. You can sit back and enjoy that weekly and look forward to it weekly. Do you know what I mean? And getting
Unless they put all the season out
cinema
at one.
type experience. Sorry.
Unless they put every episode out in one run, like they do
Oh,
with
that too. I
Cobra Kai.
mean, they did that with the
Cobra
is it
Kai.
Cobra Kai, yeah. I mean, there's that too. But then saying that, like, I mean, I suppose
I
I've
think
been.
I think a lot of places are starting to bring back that format of like the weekly releases because it builds like it builds up like some sort of hype. Like
Yeah, I
even
think
Stranger
they're doing
Things
that
did
with
it.
Cobra Kai.
You
I
said
think the
what?
next Cobra Kai is going to be weekly.
Oh, okay, that'll be different. Because they usually drop all of them all together.
Yeah,
And then another thing too is like, even though Stranger Things didn't do it, they dropped half of it and then they dropped the last part at like afterwards. So they're starting to split it up and trying to build up some sort of like hype for it. But I think that's just to make. I think that's just to create like returning viewers. That's just my opinion. But
there
I
is.
mean, it worked. It worked in the '90s. Like in America, we had TGIF Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and that would come on, and then all everybody's favorite TV shows would come on like one after the other, after the other, after the other, and you would sit there and you would watch all the new episodes. And you knew you had to sit there on Friday in order to catch a new episode. It's a dope experience. It brings back that '90s feel. Now, I'm gonna ask you another question. Do you think cinema should be worried about TV shows?
No, not really.
I do because
Do you
I
think
mean
so?
these box office numbers are crazy. And then when you watch when you look at these the numbers that they have of people getting subscriptions to watch TV shows or the numbers in general of the people that tune into some of these TV shows, it's the numbers are crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. But a good TV show can also help a film. Like all the Marvel films or TV shows helped Doctor Strange and Thor and all that kind of thing, and they're hitting into the billions now, billions.
That's true. Did
Sort
Doctor
of,
Strange get a billion?
huh? I don't know. I think it's close. I don't think it hit a billion, but I think it's close. Thor, we're talking the money they're making are like no other film, even if it doesn't hit a billion. And obviously the TV shows helped. Bob Odenkirk, his popularity helped him with Nobody, and he's doing a sequel right now to Nobody, and I think the TV show helped along with that. I just want to bring up another thing which we didn't mention is The Boys. Yeah,
Based on the
that
comic.
TV show, that the writing and the production value in it, it's like a superhero movie in general. The effects and everything is great on it. Um, they're getting away with stuff on that they may not get away with on a film. You know,
Yeah.
it's a bit over the top. So that's another part of TV shows that can
I
get
think
away with.
everybody's obsessed with the idea of an R-rated superhero movie because I
Yeah,
mean, think about it. Fans have been begging for this shit forever. They've been begging for it for Venom. They've been begging for it like with
Deadpool, isn't it?
Deadpool. Yeah, so it's like, but they claim that Deadpool's going to stay rated R. I don't know. Do you think Deadpool's going to stay?
Well, Disney rated R. I don't know. I don't know, but there is some stuff on Disney I noticed recently on the channel that is rated R. So, and if they're going to say, if they publicly said it, I think they publicly said it's going to be rated R. I think it'll stay that way. You know,
Yeah, we'll
I think
see.
they're going to expand a little bit themselves. You know, maybe. But
Yeah.
again, like you
Sorry,
have so many
I
good
took it
things to
away from
watch.
the boys. You're talking about the boys. How great of a show it is. Sorry, that was my
No,
fault.
no, I'm just saying you have so many good things to watch and sit back and enjoy them like it is a movie, but just extended completely. I
And
mean,
it's from the comfort of your home.
yeah, yeah, it's a
You know,
comfort.
like you don't got to worry about
I
sticky
mean,
seats, dirty
Boys
seats,
Weekly, that was great, and I absolutely loved the Boys, and I
expensive popcorn,
yeah,
expensive
well,
AC, expensive
well, that's where
drinks.
the cinema or movie theaters get their money from, really, isn't it? Because they don't make much from the film itself, as
Yeah,
far
they
as I
get like
know.
a very small percentage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why things. So for people who are going, just remember if you like your local cinema or movie theater, you call it over there. Just remember when you're buying the popcorn, it's helping the cinema because they're not getting very little
Or that
for.
soda. Or that soda or the ticket in general.
You probably do need a bank loan to get something. When I used to bring my son when he was a kid, that was my whole week's wages. Seriously, yeah,
Oh, go see the movies?
yeah. Oh my god, it's just so it's like 50. I don't know, £50 for two of us and popcorn and a drink, and it's like my god. But you know what? It is what it is, and we still go. We all like the experience of it. But again, TV shows they they are going. Look at the Lord of the Rings. That's it. The Rings of Power. That is supposed to be the most expensive TV show has
It
ever to be
looks
made.
like it
You haven't
based off of that
seen it.
trailer.
Yeah, it's the most expensive TV show ever made. Now, the idea of 10 years ago or even 5 years ago of anyone or anything putting the amount of money into a TV show like this it would have been unheard of. But here we are getting it.
Yeah. Um. So I'm sorry, I got a train of. I lost my train of thought. But I
Talk
know. Yeah, it's because like things are going on anyway. But anyway, so look, I think we hit the nail on the head. I think we discussed it. Me personally, I really feel like cinema should be kind of worried though. I feel like cinema should be worried because the fact that people are tuning into these shows weekly or binge watching them shows a sort of commitment to that TV show. I mean, the quality of TV has exponentially grown over the past couple of years, and it's like rivaling and somewhat, if not even better than some movies out of there. The writing is becoming so original and it's eclipsing some of these movies that are calling themselves original, you know? And it's crazy too to think that sometimes you have a movie and you have a freaking TV show get made of that movie, and the TV show is better than some of the damn sequels they created, you know? And that says a lot about TV now, the writing, the teams behind it. And I really think it goes to this. I think the problem with cinema is there's too many people that once you get in, you're in. And they're just like, oh, okay, we need the writer that wrote this movie. We need the writer that wrote this movie. We want a writer with a fucking name. And I think TV show takes a gamble and they let different people direct it. I mean, we learned that Brian Cranston directed episodes of Breaking Bad, you know?
So
So
did Soul, I think, and so did Kim.
oh, they directed it like they actually.
Yeah, episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. They're giving actors a chance to direct, you know, and you're coming in with a group of fresh writers, and you have young like people that are just willing to just bring creative new ideas to the table. And I think cinema is just reusing the same old fucking writers because every time you go to that writing list, where they list the writers, and you click it, you can see the writers worked on so many damn other projects. Find some people that have some fresh ideas, man, and come up with some original ideas. I feel like the originality is lacking in cinema, and I feel like that's where movies is getting them. And I am predicting that within the next 5 to 10 years, you are going to start seeing more. It's already happening. You're going to start to see
Happening.
more foreign movies in movie theaters within the
Oh,
next five to.
oh, look at what was it? The Squid Games. That just kind of that became a commercial success worldwide.
Parasite opened the door for that.
Also, that was dubbed and a lot.
Have you seen Parasite?
No, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But that Squid Games was dubbed. Nobody was put off by that, and in fact, people around the world, if they decide, no, let's do an American version, no, 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 nobody will want to see the American version of that now. They will want to see the sequel to Squid Game season 2, the
Exactly.
same layout, actors, everything. So yeah, that's a good thing. But I think with House of Dragons, I don't know if it's going to be good, or with Lord of the Rings, with the production and the amount of money they've put into these, this could, and if they do well, the TV shows, this could change the game even more. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? This could change the game even more. But for now, I still enjoy my movies, and I'm gonna watch Sleepaway
Well,
Camp.
of course, I'm gonna go enjoy the movies, and I mean, whenever I can, I try to purchase them. But I'm just saying that I feel like there's way too much fucking competition out there, and I feel like cinema is kind of like being hesitant. Like this is the first. Well, last year I kind of understand because we're still COVID, right? But this year I really don't understand why it feel like there isn't every month. I used to feel like there was something to go watch. There was something I couldn't wait to go see, and I feel like that's been lacking. I feel like this month. I mean, what's there to see? Bodies, bodies, bodies. You know, like that's not something like huge. Like in the past couple of months, there hasn't really been anything to blow my freaking feet up, like socks off. You know,
I
and I
suppose
think
some, there's been Thor and stuff. People will go
yeah,
mad
but
for that.
those are Marvel. That's what. The next point I was gonna make. The only thing that people are waiting for are Marvel movies, and it's like I don't even fucking care about these Marvel movies, bro. Like, I mean, Prey was better than most of the fucking movies that came out this year, and that tells you a lot.
That was good, actually. Yeah,
It tells you a lot, and it's like that movie didn't even touch cinemas. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it was better than most of the shit that came out. And I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we just get into this weird stage, man. And I feel like cinema is like they got too comfortable and too complacent with being in the lead, and eventually, dude, I think it might be his downfall. I think Regal's about to is it Regal? I think Regal's about to fucking file for bankruptcy. Regal Cinemas.
Wow.
So I mean, like it's happening, bro. Like Hollywood needs to start putting out films, or these movie theaters around here going to die.
Well,
Like seriously.
only time will tell.
But that was a great discussion, though. Any other final thoughts before we exit it out of this thing?
No final thoughts. I just love what's happening. I love the mood, the TV shows that we're getting today, and that's all there is to it. Still love my movies though, but yeah, time will tell, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that cinema is starting to overshadow? I mean, do you think that TV shows are starting to overshadow cinema? Do you think that cinema is still doing their thing? Because I mean, again, taking into consideration we're being oversaturated with freaking superhero movies, and to me, that's also playing a toll on on cinema in its totality. But that's a fucking conversation for another day. But you are now exiting the cinema chop shop. Hope you guys are having a magnificent day, and adios. It's Regal Cinemas. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, adios.